It's endgame time, black to move and win. Speaking of endgame, there's a certain topic that we need to understand. This is called the sequence of move. How important understanding the sequence of move in endgame. Endgame has what? A few pieces but too many options. So if you, for example, miss the correct sequence of move, the result might be different. In this case, if you miss the sequence of move, the result might be a draw instead of black is winning. For example, let's try to justify the sequence of move here by analyzing and solving. If you move the pawn first before the king, what do you think? Is this the correct sequence or correct first move or should be the king? Let's try. That is actually a bad move because the idea of white here is not pushing the pawn. No, because of this king b7 and white is losing here. Instead, after of f5, king will go king b4 and chasing the pass pawn of black. So white doesn't care of his pass pawn. I don't care. Your pawn is too fast going to f1, so I have to stop the pass pawn and okay, just capture my pawn. Let's draw the game. So let's try by moving the pawn. So obviously the white king is in the ruler's square. How about after of f5, which is bad move, king to b4, king d5. The problem of black king here is he's tied up between two options here, protecting and supporting the pass pawn and stopping the pass pawn of white. So which is which? And let's say after of king d5, king to c3, of course you have to give way to your own pass pawn. F4, and after all, king d3, king e5, b4. So the white king is just one step attacking this pawn, and this pass pawn of white must be stopped. So let's say king to d5, king e2, reaching the f1 first. So this will be a draw game. So the sequence of move is very important not to miss the chance to win the game. So moving the pawn is incorrect. Instead, king to d5. The idea is after king b4, you have the opportunity to oppose the white king. Now, the only good square for white king is king a3. This you have to find a good way to stop the black pawn by going here to f1 first, and then you can now go to f5, king b2, f4, king c2, and king e3. As you can see, the pass pawn of black has gone two steps, and the pass pawn of white hasn't moved yet. So, that's the difference between two pass pawns, the steps. Now, let's say king d1, king f3. King f3 will go here, g2, the ideal position to assist the pass pawn. b4, let's say king g2, b5. There is no way now for white to get a queen because of the check after of b7. So let's go back. So king d5. How about b4? f5, b5, f4, b6, and here king to c6. Forcing, of course, the white king to support his own pass pawn, and after that, go f3, b7. Oh, queen! However, after of the queen, in a5, there's a check, and white king cannot do anything. It's a skewer.